A guy and a girl get on an elevator in a hospital. The guy hits 3 and asks the girl, which floor? To which she replies, 4 please. So the guy presses 4 as the door to the elevator closes. Making conversation, the girl says, I'm here to give blood. It's something simple. I can do for whoever needs it, and I get a little bit of cash while at it. What are you here for? The guy says, I'm actually here to donate sperm. They give me $80 for it. The girl goes, I only get $10 for giving plasma. Makes me want to wish I was a guy. They chuckled to themselves for a second. The doors open and they get off the elevator on their respective floors. The next week, the same guy gets on the elevator to go give sperm again. Lo and behold, the same girl gets on. Nice to see you here again. What floor, miss? The lady looks at him and says, and holds up 3 fingers. Two couples were playing poker one evening. Dave accidentally dropped some cards on the floor. When he bent down under the table to pick them up, he noticed Frank's wife, Sue, wasn't wearing any underwear under her dress. Shocked by this, Dave, upon trying to sit back up again, hit his head on the table and emerged red-faced. Later, Dave went to the kitchen to get some refreshments. Frank's wife followed and asked, Did you see anything that you like under there? Surprised by her boldness, Dave admitted that, well, indeed, he did. She said, well, you can have it, but it will cost you $500. After taking a minute or two to assess the financial and moral costs of this offer, Dave confirms that he is interested. Sue told him that since her husband Frank worked Friday afternoons and Dave didn't, Dave should be at her house around 2 p.m. When Friday rolled around, Dave showed up at Frank's house at 2 p.m. sharp, and after paying Sue the agreed sum of $500, they went to the bedroom and closed their transaction as agreed. Dave quickly dressed and left. As usual, Frank came home from work at 6 p.m. and upon arriving, asked his wife, Did Dave come by the house this afternoon? With a lump in her throat, Sue answered, Why, yes, he did stop by for a few minutes this afternoon. Her heart nearly skipped a beat when her husband curtly asked, And did he give you $500? Sue, using her best poker face, replied, Well, yes, in fact, he did give me $500. Frank, with a satisfied look on his face, surprised his wife by saying, He came by the office this morning and borrowed $500 from me. Ship sinks in the South Pacific, and the only survivors are a man, a dog, and a sheep. They manage to find a piece of wreckage to hang on to, and after a day or two, they wash up on a deserted island. The man looks around, and there's plenty of fruit and fish and fresh water, but he's all alone. Just him and the dog and the sheep. A couple of months pass. The man is surviving and thriving, but he's getting lonely, and that sheep's starting to look awful seductive. Eventually, he gives in to temptation. But as soon as he gets near the sheep, the dog starts barking and biting and chasing him off. This continues for the next 3 months, the dog chasing off the man every time he tries to make a move on the sheep. One day, the man is walking along the beach to take a cold bath in the ocean when he sees a beautiful woman on the sand, unconscious. He runs over and resuscitates her and spends the next week tending to her injuries and learning about her. She was a pilot, and her plane crashed into the sea in a gale and just happened to wash up on this deserted island. The two of them grow close, and one night she asks him, I know you're awful lonely here. Is there something I can do for you to repay you for helping me? The man says, yeah. Can you take the dog for a walk for a couple hours?